I was in sales, marketing, and I had been doing it pretty much for years, and I was just kind of over it. I was burned out. I come in, I knew my job, I did my job, pretty much same thing every day. I liked my job, but I also felt trapped, and I had always wanted to do something different, and just, I don't know if I was afraid or what. After I got laid off again, and I knew I did not want to go back into my same field, I decided to, okay, let me take a shot at it. I registered for a class at the local community college. It was an IT class. I went to 2 classes. I felt intimidated. I felt like I don't know anything what they're talking about. I was totally lost. And so it was overwhelming, and I dropped a class. My mentor, he helped me along, gave me some study material, things like that, kind of directed me where I needed to go in order to get started. He stated that, hey, in order to get a great foundation, I think CBT Nuggets will help you. And I'm telling you, it did. It did. It laid a great foundation, and it just went from there. I knew nothing about a subnet or, nothing. It was all brand new to me, so it was just like a baby taking steps for the first time. After I kind of found a groove and things started making sense a little bit, I got really excited. So it just kind of propelled me to just move forward. I'm gradually studying for my CCNP, but I'm also studying for my Red Hat. I like practice exams because it's always a good refresher to know how much you're comprehending. It's a good, mark to kind of judge your progress. My home life has been crazy. We're taking care of my twin nephew boys, 8-year-olds. When they came to live with us, Saturday mornings, everyone's sleeping in. I get up early, and I'd go to the coffee shop and study. So before our day really began, I've probably gotten in about a couple of hours. I was only normally responsible for feeding my dogs, taking care of my dogs, and me. So yeah, it was hard. It was definitely an adjustment, but to be honest, I wouldn't trade it for anything. IT is not an easy field, I've found. I've just been in it a short time, but it's not an easy field. You're like a lifelong learner. You have to be. It's gonna take a little bit of tenacity. You're gonna have to be patient with yourself, and you're gonna definitely have to be focused because you're gonna have to study. Every expert was once a beginner. And that particular quote drove me on so many days when I wanted to give up, when I was frustrated because I did not understand what I was reading. I would look at that and I was like, you know what? You're right. If they're an expert, they just wasn't always an expert. They had to be a beginner at some point. They had to start somewhere. And I was like, that's gonna be me.